Thank you for joining us for this discussion. I'm excited to introduce our panelists, each bringing a wealth of experience and insight to today's conversation. We have Ibrahim Inad. Where is Inad? Director of Sales and Marketing at Oaga Resort. Joining us is Alexander Treager, General Manager of SAii Lagoon. Next, we have Andrew Jansson, General Manager of Centara Mirage. And then finally, we welcome Rajesh Mehta. You all know he doesn't need an introduction. So let's start with some general questions. Alexander, how about we start with you? Or do you go by Alex? Alex is good, right? Okay, Alex. What do you believe are the top 3 unique selling points of the Maldives as a luxury destination?
There's quite a few, thanks for that. One is what normally we do have in the Maldives is one island, one resort. Now, here at Crossroads, we do it a little bit with a twist now, as an integrated resort. And Andy has started building up the same. So more and more is coming on that. The other one is as well the overwater and underwater accommodations. I had the privilege of being part of the Muraka construction. So at the Conrad, so that was quite a unique experience, which I think is as well has put Maldives back, or not back, but gave Maldives a boost again in terms of marketing and PR. And then of course the underwater world, the nature, and all that. So,
Andrew, maybe you could follow up. How can the Maldives differentiate itself from other luxury destinations in the Indian Ocean and beyond?
I think we have to keep the Maldives as an aspirational destination, right? So, a lot of our guests, some of them will save up a whole year just to come to the Maldives, and it's that one thing, part of your bucket list that you need to check off. And I think compared to other destinations where you might go, for a normal holiday, the Maldives needs to, have that aspirational concept, because that's what drives the dreams, right, of many of the guests that want to come and have that once-in-a-lifetime trip. So I think that's really important for us to keep that focus on this being really aspirational rather than just a normal holiday.
Yeah, but not attainable, aspirational. Rajesh, I really loved your presentation today. Exciting products being offered by Ooredoo.
Thank you.
My next question is for you. How can advanced telecommunications and digital connectivity enhance the unique selling points of resorts in the Maldives?
What we have seen is this is an aspirational destination, and the aspirational technology can definitely meet that gap and match that gap. And this is where people were really thinking a couple of years back that maybe if they're coming to Maldives, they will not have access to the technology which is there. And today I presented that how Ooredoo is committed in fact, bringing the latest technologies in Maldives. 5G is the latest example, and now we are taking it to the resorts. That's all are gonna increase and enhance the guest experience. Not only the guest experience, you see, even for the resorts, how they are adapting to the new technologies is where Ooredoo is coming into the picture. And we have transformed ourselves from a telecom solution provider to an integrated telecom service provider, to a digital service provider now. And if that's the journey we have taken, this is primarily what the market is looking for.
Inad, you've been the Director of Sales and Marketing. This question might be best for you. How can resorts in the Maldives effectively market their unique selling points to attract high-end travelers?
Thank you. First of all, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being and listening us, for us here. And also, thank you so much, Hotelier Maldives, for arranging such a forum. I think this is their 8th edition. And also, thank you for inviting me to come and join this panel. Important question. I think what we mentioned about the luxury, the word, all my previous panelists also have mentioned about the luxury. So the defining of luxury is different, varies to the people, I believe.
Yes.
Whether it is the state of mind, or it is the feeling, or it can be the touch, so whatever it is. Look, we have in Maldives various types of hotels, accommodations, which is available right now. We focus on the resort. So for resorts, what they need to focus on their unique selling points, because each and every single resort is unique by itself. So what they need to focus is their specifics. So create the contents based on those specifics and target that audience. You know, the top ultra luxury might not be what we call the middle or lower, middle scale or lower. So what you need to touch those points where the luxury clients may expect. How you get the data? First, you need to find those data, because world is heading towards to a data-driven economy. So for those things, we need that very importantly. So I would say the resorts need to identify their unique selling points that differentiate from others and target those, and also find that target audience. Thank you.
I agree. Alex, Rajesh's presentation showed many products that Ooredoo is willing to offer to resorts. In what ways can digital marketing and enhanced connectivity help resorts in the Maldives reach and attract high-end travelers more effectively? What do you think?
It's a more seamless experience. Everybody is on their tablet or phone.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody really calls anymore into reservations.
Even I'm using one right now. Yes.
So yeah, yeah. So I think in that regard, the technology which Rajesh presented helps making it a more smoother experience, not just from the booking perspective, but even then when you're on property. The apps which most of the hotels are now using as well makes it easier to communicate. Not everybody wants to speak. A lot of them just text you.
Especially youngsters, they don't want to talk.
Yeah. So that helps the team. That helps as well with talent shortage, which we experience in our industry now. Yeah, but also helps attract younger generation into the industry because they are more used of those technology and happy to work with it compared to some of our age. Sorry.
I think nowadays in resorts, people expect Wi-Fi to be high speed as well. Like these things are things that should be given. Andrew, a question for you. What unique experiences or services do you offer that set your resort apart from others in the Maldives? This could be a marketing point.
Yeah, I know I can sell the new Centara Mirage project coming up.
Yes.
So our first new project that's going to open up on November 1st, 42 days and counting. Well, we've really gone all in on the family concept. You know, the family market has grown so much in the Maldives over the past couple of years, and it's become really an important it's not new, but it's really a developing source, right? And with the Mirage product, it's one of the concepts that Centara has in Dubai, it's in Thailand, and also in Vietnam. So Mirage is all about fun, it's all about families. And we're going all in on a very family-centric hotel. I know that there are a lot of family-friendly hotels, right? Everyone is family-friendly. But we're trying to be family-centric. So, you know, about 65 to 70% of our inventory will have bunk beds. So basically catering to that 2+2 kids up to the age of 16 stay for free. So the accommodation, and that's our entry-level room. So the family room with bunk beds is the entry level for us. And we're coming in at quite a good value. We've also got a lot of exciting things for the kids and for the families to do. So we've developed a water complex, not necessarily a water park, but a water complex with it's a thing called the Octo Splash, you know, which is for the kids. It's going to have like slides, you know, an octopus-shaped slide. We're going to have a lazy river that goes around the whole water complex. That's about 240 meters long. Large pool, of course. Lots of fun games. And we've developed also in the spa, for example, our candy spa concept. So it's a spa product catered towards young kids and children. And it's got different flavors and different edibles and things that we work into the spa treatments. And that candy spa concept also transforms into our candy bar concept. So we have a bar specifically for kids with lower seating and milkshakes and, you know, M&Ms and that type of stuff. So we're really going all in on the family concept, and I think that's what's going to make the Mirage product quite unique. And the product in Dubai has got a really good reputation, and And I think we can leverage that here in the Maldives from that market, and as well from the Asian market, European market. And another thing is, I mean, it's not unique, but we have amazing beaches, surprisingly, right? So please come visit. November 1st, we are opening.
What about yours, Alex?
Yeah, for us, I mean, what he just said, we was the first, you're the second now, yeah, so for sure more to come. The idea was always to have it in a sense of a community as the integrated resort. Now we have added SAii to it as well, so Maldives, which is not connected with a bridge, but you can come via pontoon. The concept of using both resorts plus the marina for a hotel guest is alluring. It's especially with families as well. You have much more space. You have much more opportunities for experiences, different experiences, and that's what helps attract the family market. And for the honeymooners and the couples, the beaches are around as well, nice beaches. Yeah, so that makes it a little bit unique as well.
Rajesh, if we look at guest experience through a technological lens, how can technology be used to create unique and memorable experiences for guests who are visiting the Maldives?
Right. So the traditional way of accessing the technology, you have seen how the world has moved from analog to digital. I'm sure that the resorts here are not behind, right? They are ahead of the time because they want to give the same experience to the guest who's coming from Singapore, from Europe, from America, North America. So similar kind of experience they want to give. So the technology adoption is there. Now the question is that how much modernization you really want to go after, because the behaviors are getting modified now of the guests. In fact, I've just heard saying that, you see, it's no longer a honeymoon destination. It's a honeymoon destination plus the family concepts. Plus there are many, it's a business destination as well, because we have seen in COVID how the businesses were happening from the resorts, because there was no options left for the customers. They were coming and they have to make the business run from wherever it was possible. So we have seen the technology was adopted, Maldives was ready, the resorts, we have seen the kind of connectivity which they get today. So they were able to cater to all segments of the customers. And today's presentation was about managed solutions, right? It means that, yes, we can handle the situation once, but if we do not prepare ourselves for the advanced technologies, yes, you definitely need to bring in the human element and balance it out with the technology. But if you're not really looking into adopting the technology the way it can exponentially give you the benefits, are the kind of scenarios which we really need to, which we are opening up in discussion with the resorts. So today I presented many solutions like Wi-Fi is one, right? Internet is given now. It's really no more a luxury kind of a thing. Internet is a given product today.
It's a necessity now.
It's a necessity.
Yeah.
So similarly, the voice communication which happens within the resorts, right? It is really not one-to-one. There are call centers which are getting operated within the resorts because of the kind of needs which are coming from the guests. And the biggest part is the analytics is missing. How much time it takes to serve the guest. There is no documentation possible, right? And we have seen that, you see, these kinds of technology adoptions gives those kinds of insights into the analytics, which directly impacts the customer experience. So I'm saying that there are many, many services and solutions which we are offering to the resorts today. And definitely there are healthy discussions which are happening. Many of the resorts, I showed how many resorts general managers has applauded the effort and how they are digitizing and digitalizing the services for them. So it's really not overboarding. It's just balancing it out and saying that you are fulfilling the guest needs.
Inad, you're the director at Oaga Art Resort. It's definitely unique. What are the biggest challenges you face in maintaining and promoting the unique selling points of Oaga?
To be honest, if you look at Oaga, yes, it's by itself for now because it's the first art resort in the Maldives with offering the local cultural things, which other resorts also do. But I think in the essence, how we offer it, the way it's different. Since we haven't done anything, the most important thing is the marketing. Because we need that as a destination, Also, I think that's what we need now, because again, we were very much focused on the traditional sun, sea, sand, and on our marketing strategies. But right now, what we need to do is we need to look at out of that. We need to diversify that. So looking at that, Oaga is actually facing a huge challenge on that, because we as an individual property, we need to go out there in the market and see those people, those clientele, and those people who are able to sell that. So I think that's the biggest challenge we have right now. But when we come, I think there are a lot of visions from our the ministry and MMPRC and other bodies that they are, because I had a chat with Shuri, and he has got a lot of visions that he will come up with this, the triple S, which he will be focusing on sports tourism, cultural tourism, so on. So that's actually the biggest challenge we face right now. I think it's also to the destination. It's not only for Oaga as well, it's for the other properties as well in the Maldives, that we need more diversification.
We do. Let's talk about future trends. Alex, what emerging trends in luxury travel do you see, and how can the Maldives adapt to these trends to stay ahead of the competitors?
I think, again, that comes with technology, integrating it into your daily dealings with the guest to make sure that it's, first of all, seamless, but also up to date. And then, as Rajesh mentioned, there's quite a few new things which we might not think of yet, which are coming with his robots and charging the things, which present some challenges in terms of as well spaces. So I think Maldives will always have that luxury aspect to it, as it has been marketed for the last 50 years in that manner. The sunny side of life, it's still in many guests' vocabulary when they come. The beaches, the underwater, a world which is quite unique.
Paradise on Earth.
Of course, yes. So what is the future? It's still the overwater, underwater beach accommodation, but with a twist in terms of technology, but also the personalized service and the Maldivian hospitality, if it stays as it is very to the heart, especially when it's when you have your butler services and all this. Many, in my experience or in my past, there's quite a lot of guests who invite their butlers back to their homes, for visits. They have actually become friends.
Some guests even move resorts with the butlers as
well. Correct, yes. So, and that's very unique. I mean, you don't have that in other countries, and that's the future still.
Andrew, how do you envision the future of luxury travel in the Maldives? So, just your views.
It's actually a tough one, I think, because everybody knows the situation that we're in right now. We have one nice pie to eat from, right? But there's so many people eating from it. So, luxury and this industry is becoming, more difficult to predict day by day. But I see that there's still a lot of opportunity for the luxury markets. There's a lot of untapped markets that we need to explore, and I think, as a destination, we focus so much on traditional markets like, the UK and Russia and China, but there's so many more smaller markets that need to be developed, right? And, small countries like, Poland, Bulgaria, Hungary, other small nations that can bring a lot, right? And that could be really set us up for another 5 to 6, 7, 8 years in this segment. So it's going to be a challenging time ahead. There's a lot of competition coming up, right? Saudi Arabia just, it's a completely different product, but it's selling a lot of similar things to the Maldives. So we're in for some challenging times, and I think that, the more we understand our customers, the more we understand what they want from their trips to the Maldives, maybe the better we can position ourselves and drive occupancies and drive rates and drive all the business that we need.
I think this is where technology comes in, right, Rajesh? BI and data. Are there any innovative tech solutions that you would recommend all resorts to have?
I gave a food for thought today, right? I said there's a new type of guest which is coming, is a robo or a digital human, right? So technology is really, really going at that pace. It is not far away when people are coming with their robos at the resorts. Where is the provision for keeping them safe, right? So advancements are happening. We have gone through a session of artificial intelligence today, 30 minutes. I'm sure that it's a topic of interest from every age group today. How the generative AI, forget about AI, how the generative AI, how the world is heading towards that one. All of us have played, if we are fond of playing computer games, all of us have played chess with computers. All of us have played some kind of a solitaire with computers. That is part of the AI. We have been playing this for many years. Now the question is that when the boundaries are not getting defined, that the boundaries are defined, you are playing a chess, you're remaining at the same chessboard. But in a generative AI, you're going beyond. You're playing a chess and you're ending up with a soccer game. So that's how the boundaries are getting broken. So technology, yes, adoption, understanding is must. So what we are saying is that there are masters. So hospitality sector is master in giving the best guest experience. Technology providers are the masters in giving the best technology. And as an operator, why we have transformed ourselves from a telecom service provider to a digital service provider is primarily the reason for that. We can provide the technology in a plug and play fashion, right? And this is what we are saying. And there is a huge, it's really not coming at a very exorbitantly high price. If we see the TCO for the technology adoption in the next 5 years, maybe you will end up saving that and you can repurpose that money into the new technology areas. This is just the game of understanding and our readiness and our adoption. So how ready we are, what time we need to take the decision, it all depends on us. There has always been a first mover advantage. It's not a word which is getting coined. This is there for ages. Somebody has to take that first mover advantage, right? And digital roadmap is not common for all. Today, the technology is going at that pace. Everybody can have their own digital roadmap, provided the baseline parameters are the same. So I think there are immense opportunities out there which can be discussed. And for every industry, not only hospitality, for the banking side, for the retail side. So all of these industries are touching the hospitality by the end of the day, right? WeChat, we just saw a gentleman presenting about WeChat. So everything, every transaction is gonna be touching hospitality in some way. So technology has to go in all directions. And this is what we are saying, that it's up to us how quickly we take that decision.
If we don't move with technology, we'll get left behind, right? This brings our questions to a close. I would like to give each of you a few minutes to share any additional insights or experiences that you could benefit the audience. Andrew, why don't we start with you? You didn't prepare for this one?
No, I didn't prepare, sorry. What would say again, sorry?
Just any additional insights or experiences. You don't need to prepare for this one.
No, it's, I think so much has changed in this industry over, I came here 2008 and now, so much has changed. But I think it's just so interesting to see how this industry is evolving and how it continues to thrive, right, throughout all of these different challenges that have been experienced over these years, right? But this is still such an amazing destination. I think the future is bright, and I think Maldives continues to redevelop or reinvent itself. And I'm just happy to be a part of it. That's all I'd like to add.
Alex?
Yeah, I think I can just echo that. You mentioned 2008. I'm here since 2001. So I still don't have a Maldivian passport.
This is becoming a competition.
Yeah, okay. But Maldives has always been very resilient, has always bounced back stronger than it was before. And I think it will continue so, with the help, of course, the different organizations which are around here, but also the government. And the future still looks bright, even though we might have some tax increase, but we will see on that.
Inad?
Thank you. It's very volatile, this industry is right now. I think we have seen it, how the competition is coming up. So, but one thing that what we need to take is the brand identity. There is no second Maldives. People are using, I saw a TikTok video the other day. There was one water villa built in a pool in Turkey somewhere, but they say this is Maldives, but they're just using the name. So that means Maldives is a brand. So we keep the brand. We keep the brand value. So that we all are here to do that. So what I want to all the hoteliers to take this with us, the brand Maldives, because nobody can take this with them. We can take as proudly, and we have built it. I think there is no such thing called copying, but they're not copying actually. They're just using our name to brand themselves. That's what Sri Lanka did. I'm sorry, my Sri Lankan friends, but it is the fact, and how that was impacted. In a way, it's one way of marketing for us. The other way, it's marketing for them as well. So just that's what I wanted to highlight today. There is no second Maldives. Everybody will use our name. One way, again, it's a marketing for us. The other way, it's marketing for them. I'm not saying anything bad about them, but just take that from there. Thank you.
Rajesh?
I don't know how to put this question and how to respond to this one, but yes, the uniqueness of Maldives is one island, one resort. I don't think any destination in the world carries this tag. And if you really ask me, I've shown a wall of trust today with few customers and brands there. I want all the 175, 180 resorts here should be on a wall of trust with us by next year. Right? We are 150 already working with us, only few which are left out, but I'm sure that you see with the way technology is going ahead, it's not about the competition, it's still about the competition. We have partnered with the best companies in the world, with Microsoft, Google, and NVIDIA and all. The question is that if we look at competition from the competition perspective, or if we change it to M to O, which is the opportunity, a competition one, so we'll work towards that as an organization, and we'll see that all of you to be on the wall of trust very soon with us. Thank you.
Thank you.